Hello again, gang. Welcome back to another Football Manager 2023 experiment with me, Jayhuahua. And it's all about a big stadium today. I have given Lynn of Vanarama National League North fame. They're in the Vanarama National League North. Don't know if they're famous. Anyway, I've given them a stadium of 200,000 people. And I've also edited the expected minimum and maximum capacities for them, so they do sort of fill it. Because otherwise it's going to be a very boring experiment. So without further ado, let's get straight into it and start simming. So here we go. As you can see, it is called The Kingdom for Lynn. How creative. You'd expect with all this money that's going to come in from gate receipts that they would rocket up the leagues and hopefully be crowned champions. I'll stop these puns now. I will stop these because you've probably all clicked off. If you haven't clicked off, I salute you and drop a like on the video and subscribe while you're there. Anyway, finances. They've got 161k in the bank. If we edit the club details and we look at the facilities, we've got the seating capacity of 200,000 people. Everything else is rubbish for them. So we've not helped them out massively. We've given them a huge stadium and we've manipulated it so they fill it. That's all we've done. So initially, 5 years we're going to go into the future and just see where they are, if they're still in the Vanarama National League North or they've moved up the leagues, how much money they've got, what's going on. Just also as a quick point before we do jump forward, as you can see here, their highest earner is Josh Barrett on £1,000 per week and everyone else is on, well, less than that. It'd be interesting to note. So straight away, we see them in the Vanarama National League. They've got £211 million in the bank. Have they made any transfers? They've spent £1.2 million on players here. Mikey O'Neill from Preston. He was a big signing. He's on £2,700 a week. So yeah, they are starting to spend their money. So in terms of competitions, they did only get out of the Vanarama National League North. The second attempt, finishing second. Must have gone up through the playoffs then. And then they've been in the Vanarama National 18th, 13th, 12th. So they are improving season upon season. And as you can see, oh my, look at these wages. Insane. So last time, £1,000 was the highest wage. You've still got quite a few players below the £1,000. But look at this, Paul Apaya, 12.5 or £12.25,000 a week. And let me tell you, Paul, you are loving life here at Lynn because you are not worth £12,000 a week at all. I don't even think I'd give him £1,000 a week. Because I'm currently managing with Oldham and I've managed to sneak myself into League 2. He'd probably get about £1,200–1,300 a week. He's good for this level, but not £12,000 a week. What's initially agreed playing time? He's not even playing. They're not even playing him enough for £12,000 a week. Lynn. He's on 5.5k a week. Again, laughing your way to the bank, Max. This guy's not bad. Not worth £4,700, but he's not bad. Very good for this level. Vaughan Coville. Again, meh. Do you know what? This team now, you'd expect they've got to go up. They've got to go up. Vanarama National League. Season preview. Where are Lynn? We've been blind? Where are they? First. Of course I'm being blind. What an idiot. What an idiot. Magnus Norman's gone to Notts County. You're joking, Magnus. Oldham sold him for £46,000. Oldham. So there you go. Lynn are evens to win the league. I can't believe I didn't even see it. Oldham got promoted last season. Oh, I'm proud, boys. I am proud. Up via the playoffs. Didn't win the league, though, did they? Not like I did at the first time of asking. If you don't know what I'm going on about, if this is the first time you've stumbled across the channel or you only pop along for some of the experiments, I am currently managing Oldham on our current Let's Play. And at the time of recording this, like 21, 22 episodes up. Spoilers, we're in League 1, about 5.5 seasons in, I think. It's a lot of fun. If you want to come and check that out, please feel free. There's a lot to binge and catch up on. Anyway, enough of the cross promotion. Lynn, £211 million in the bank. Let's have a look at the schedule. So yeah, look, they're getting over £150,000 fans, 190,000 there against Crawley. Big game against Crawley, League 1 Crawley. Wow, look at these attendances. That's where all the money's coming from. Of course it is. So you're talking 211 million, 5 years. They're making about 40 million a year from it, 40 plus million. Plus the amount they're spending on bloody wages. State of this. This is rumbling on now, this video. 10 years we're going to jump forward now, because I've done 100 years here. So we're going to go from 5 to 15, 15 to 30, 30 to 50, 50 to 100. I think. We'll see. Another 10. Right, Keith Martin is currently in charge. They are in League 1, Sky Bet League 1. Domestic leagues then. So the Vanarama National, they went up as champions in 28-29. So they finished 10th the season that we were there, where they were evens to win the league. That is a damning indictment for how bad they were. Sorry, 28-29. I've clicked on it and I'm giving it all that. 4th. They didn't go up. They went up the following season in first. 29-30. I'm all over the place today, gang. I do apologise. Then they went up at the first time of asking automatically in third from League 2. So that's what they do say that, don't they? Getting out of the Vanarama National League is much more difficult than getting out of League 2. And they got to League 1 and they've maintained a, we'll say, mid-table position. Highest of 9th twice. 10th there. 67 points is their highest total every single season. Fair play, Kings Lynn. So, finances. What's the betting? 500 million? 554 million. Absolute scenes here. This doesn't bode well, does it? The expenditure this month of 1.3, nearly 1.4 million. How much is their top earner on? Do you think we're going to have someone who's going to be on like 40 grand a week? We can't have 40 grand a week, can we? Let's go. We've got so many over 40 grand a week. 51. This is going to make me sick. £51,000 a week. Hey man, I'm in League 1 with Oldham at the minute, and I've just paid £3,200 for Leighton Stewart, who is a bit of a goal machine, and I was a little bit sick in my mouth at having to pay that much for him. Giuseppe Croce, £51,000 a week. Oh, he's not very good, is he? Don't even think he'd make it into my team. But Oldham. Oh, Kings Lynn. Luke Smith. He's not bad. He's not worth £47,000 a week though. Look at all these. What are the transfers saying then? Transfers in. £11 million. £5 million for Joel Garner. He's not a bad player. £46,000 a week, but God. Then they've got the money to spend. Bloody spend it. You know what I mean? So they have upgraded facilities. Youth facilities, training facilities upgraded. So as an overview, let's have a look at their facilities. Good training facilities, excellent youth facilities, average academy, average youth recruitment. We've got 2.5-star reputation. The year found was only 2010. Didn't realise that. Tommy Widrington has become a scout of Watford. Sacked as manager of Kings Lynn due to the club's poor league position in 2035. Where the hell were they in 2035? 14th. Sky Bet League 1. Season preview. 5-1 on to win the league. I guess because they're spending so much money. They're still obviously getting big attendances, as you can see here. 150,000, 150,000, 150,000, 150,000. It is slipping a bit. But it's not doing too bad. They've got a lot of money. We're going to jump forward through another 15 years now, so it'll be 30 years in the future. So let's go to 2052 and see what's happening. So Kings Lynn are currently in the championship. They've got great training facilities, superb youth facilities, above average youth recruitment, and adequate academy. They did win League 1. Let's go and have a quick look at the competitions then. Oh, Sky Bet League 1. They did win it in 2038. So 37-38, which was where we were last time. They were 5-1 on to win it. And they did win it. Fair play. And then they've been in the championship every year since. Oh, they won the playoffs. They got to the Premier League. Then they came straight back down. Oh, and they finished third twice. Missed out on the playoff win. How much money have they got then? Only £270 million. Only £270 million. Let's have a look at the transfers then over recent years. They're going to be a bit bigger now they're in the Championship. Wow, £82 million in there, 46 there, 134 here, 120 out though. 94, 90. Yeah, they're spending big. They are spending big. Let's have a look at the players. Easily, there's going to be players over 100k. There is not. Wow, £94,000 for René Berenguer. Not a bad player. Is he worth £94,000 a week? I wouldn't want to be spending that myself. Tell you that for free. Terry Barnes. £84,000 a week. Wants to move for a new challenge. You won't be getting paid £84,000 a week, Terry. Let me tell you that for free. So anyway, they're in the Sky Bet Championship. The season preview states that they think Kings Lynn are going to finish third. And is that a Kings Lynn player? Jack Guyton. Jack Guyton. This is a fantastic signing. £34,500 a week. I think he's worth £34,500 a week. You're in the Premier Division. Like if I had got to the Premier League and I signed him and I had to pay £34,500 a week, I would be made up with that. 7.25 million from Southampton. That's a fantastic bit of business. Probably the best bit of business that I think we've seen. Fair play. Look at West Ham down here. West Ham just come down. Sunderland got relegated as well. Well done, Sunderland, for getting up there. Again, if you don't know, on the last Football Manager, I was manager of Sunderland with a view to try and do better than Newcastle because they had all that money. And we had a great time of it. So again, if you've not watched it and you want to go back and binge the channel, feel free. So Kings Lynn are here. They've been in the Premier League once. They came straight back down. They've come third 2 years in a row in the Championship. The media think they're going to come third again. I'm going to tell you now, we're going to go through 20 years. I expect them to be in the Premier League in 20 years. I really do. Let's go. So here we go in 2072, and they are in the bloody Championship. £4 million in the bank. That's it, £4 million. They're overspending on wages massively. Right, competitions then. Domestic leagues. Where were we then? So they'd come back down. 2052 is when we were third. They finished fourth that season. Then, wow, 14th, 16th. Then a bit of a resurgence. Hey, they went up. They won the playoffs. They went up to the Premier League. They came back down. They went up again, came back down. Went up again, came back down. Went up again as winners, came back down. Few more years in the Championship. So they've been in the Championship for 1, 2, 3, 4 years. This is the 5th year back in the Championship. But they've been into Premier League 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times of Kings Lynn. So there's going to be some big money ins and outs here. £92 million there out. They're selling more than they're... Oh, here we go. This is a bit more in. They're selling a lot more than they're buying at the moment. That's probably because they keep going down and players want to leave. And the wages are a bit more under control. Jack Burgess on £66,000 a week. Not a bad player. There we go then. So the attendances are dropping. Like this is what happens as time progresses. You put a minimum attendance in and it does start to drop. And as you can see at home now, they're only getting 30 odd 40,000, high 30s, low 40,000s, which has been reflected in their finances. £4 million. They've actually been up at 107 million here back a couple of years ago. They're now down all the way back down here. They're spending far less on wages. They're not spending as much on transfers. They're having to consolidate and sort themselves out, become a bit more functional as a club. They're doing a good job though. Still in the Championship, still pushing. Great training facilities, excellent youth facilities, adequate academy coaching, and good youth recruitment. So one final push, 50 years now. We've come 50 years. We're going to go through another 50 years and see what happens just to round off the experiment. Can they win a trophy that's higher than a Championship? We want a Carabao Cup, a FA Cup, a Premier League, or something. So here we go then, Kings Lynn. So from 2072-73, which was when we were last here, they embarking on their 5th season in the Championship. They went up in the playoffs the following year into the Premier Division, came back down again. A couple of seasons in the Championship. They survived in the Premier Division, 17th. Well done, Kings Lynn. Then they came back down the following season. But as you can see here, they do start to... Oh, wow. Oh, they've consolidated. Look at this. 20 years in the Premier Division, 30 years, and they've fallen back down. They finished 4th here. Literally finished 4th. They won the championship again. They look 20th in the Premier Division. As you can see here, Premier Division, most recent season, they are 20th. And it's not ticked over yet. You can still see it. Liverpool have gone down. City and Chelsea mid-table. Man United 3rd, Arsenal 2nd, Sheffield United up there. Of course, they're always up there, Sheffield United. Must be something coded in somewhere. Sports Interactive. Southampton, though. Peterborough have won a Premier League. Peterborough won 8 Champions Leagues. Oh, my God. Peterborough. Cardiff have won a Premier League. Just going to scroll down here now for a minute. Peterborough have been up and... they've had a tycoon takeover in 2043. They've had a tycoon takeover and they've gone on an absolute mad one. But here we go. As you can see here, in the 21-10-11 season, Kings Lynn beat Borussia Dortmund in the Europa Conference League. But that's not all. Because in the 2098-99 season, they actually won the Europa League by beating Olympiacos. And then also, to their name, they've only gone and snagged a cheeky little FA Cup. Look at Peter going absolutely mad for it. 2097-98, they won the FA Cup, which probably got them into the Europa League. And then they went and won it. Go on, Kings Lynn. The finances say 70 million. The stadium's still 200,000. Oh, we've got literally the best facilities money can buy. We've got Sean Sharkey taking over as a consortium a few years ago, but nothing really that shows... I mean, they won the UEFA Super Cup as... Oh, they won up in that one, sorry. They didn't win it. I mean, this is where they were winning all the trophies. And I was just trying to see if they had a tycoon... Oh, they have! Oh, no, Frankie Das fails in his tycoon takeover bid. Frankie Das really wanted a bit of Kings Lynn. Yeah, the transfers, again, there's... a lot of money going in, a lot of money going out. I'm not going to go and click on all these players, but yeah, it is what it is. So, yeah, Champions Leagues then. Let's have a quick look at the Champions Leagues, just because. As you can see, Southampton, Peterborough, Fulham winning it. Fulham Southampton Champions League final in the 20... Look, in 99 years, Fulham Southampton Champions League final. Read it here first. Fulham versus Tottenham there. Cardiff won 3 in a row. 2 against Man United and 1 against Bayern Munich. United won 2 here, 1 against Cardiff. Look at this. Peterborough with 3 in a row here, beating Arsenal, Real Madrid and Lask. Peterborough and Arsenal sharing the spoils here. In 7 years, they shared it 4-3. All in a row for Liverpool here. And then Everton snuck one. Tottenham have won a few. Arsenal won a couple early doors. And that's about it for the experiment. I'll tell you what, let's have a quick look at internationals. We always like to look at internationals, don't we, in these? Che Lodge, world ranking of 1st. 2 World Cups, that's it. 21-18. So England have only won 1 World Cup in this entire experiment. In the entire experiment. Anyone unusual? Not really. No, all Croatia have won 1, but Croatia have come like 3rd in the last few. Croatia won 3, to be fair. Belgium, Portugal, Holland. Yeah, you know, all names you'd expect. All names you'd expect. England come run up a few times. Switzerland come in run up in 2022. Colombia there. Ecuador. However, England have won 6 Euros. How the hell have they done so well in the Euros, but so bad in the World Cups? Wales have won a Euros there. Yeah, England won first 2, then Croatia. Then England came runner-up in 2. Whoa. Denmark, Croatia, Belgium, Spain, Germany, England. Well, then, yeah, Wales in 2084. France, Italy, Belgium, France. Spain, England, Spain, England. So England are the current holders and... not the current holders of the World Cup. Spain are. Of course they are, yeah. Well, that's it. A 200,000 capacity stadium for a Vanarama North team. How could they do? Well, they've got a Europa Conference League, a Europa League, and an FA Cup, and a good 20-plus year stint in the Premier Division. Admittedly, I think it took them a bit long to get there with all the money that they had. They should have invested it a bit more wisely. Should have been a bit more patient as well. I think they overspent on players that were not good enough, and then that ultimately led to their downfall of constantly yo-yoing through the Premier Division. They should have won the league many times with that. But, you know, it's the AI, it's Football Manager. It's an experiment and a bit of fun at the end of the day. If you got all the way to the end of this video, gang, please do drop a like on it and subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate it. So, yeah, that's it. I hope you've enjoyed yourself. There's lots more out there on the channel. If you haven't, then sorry. If you haven't, you've not got to this point of the video, have you? Let's be honest. If you have, you are literally a glutton for punishment. So, you know, you've only got yourself to blame. Take care. See you soon.